Good morning. Hope you are all staying home healthy and happy. The first video I have sent you about the chemical equations and chemical reactions with the balancing process. Hope you all have gone through it and you found it very useful. So in this video I am going to explain you about the types of chemical reactions with examples. Please listen carefully when I read out the names of certain chemical compounds. Please try to make a note. Since these compounds are very new to you, so when you note down in a book so that you can learn them very easily. Types of chemical reactions: combination reaction, decomposition reaction, displacement reaction, double displacement reaction, oxidation and reduction, next redox reaction. Let me explain you each one with examples. The first one is combination reaction. In a combination reaction, two or more substances combine to form a new substance. Here, two or more substances, they combine chemically to form a new substance. The two examples I just explained you: carbon and oxygen. Carbon is in the solid form and oxygen in the gaseous form. These two react to form carbon dioxide gas. Carbon plus oxygen gives rise to carbon dioxide. C plus O2, CO2. In the next example, hydrogen gas reacts with oxygen gas to form water. 2H2 plus O2 gives rise to 2H2O. And next reaction is the decomposition reaction. In a decomposition reaction, single compound breaks down to produce two or more similar substances. Only one substance undergoes the decomposition. So it decomposes into two or more substances. This reaction takes place when energy is supplied in the form of heat, electricity or light. For this decomposition of a substance to take place, energy is to be supplied in the form of heat, electricity or light. First we see the thermal decomposition. When a substance decomposes on heating, it is called a thermal decomposition. So the example here is calcium carbonate in a solid state that decomposes to calcium oxide plus carbon dioxide. Calcium oxide in the solid form and carbon dioxide in the gaseous form. CaCO3 decomposes to calcium oxide plus carbon dioxide. And the next, photochemical decomposition. The next type of decomposition is photochemical. Photo means you all know that the meaning of photo is light. When a substance is decomposed in the presence of sunlight, it is called a photochemical decomposition. The given example is silver bromide. Silver bromide decomposes to silver plus bromine. Here the reacting substances are silver and bromine. So silver bromide is compound. It is decomposed to silver plus bromine. It is a photochemical reaction. Next type of reaction is double displacement reaction. In this, two different atoms or groups of atoms are displaced by other atoms or groups of atoms. That means this is called as the double displacement reaction. Two different atoms or groups of atoms, they are displaced by other groups of atoms or other atoms. Example is barium chloride. AQ means in aqueous form. Aqueous means water. In the presence of water. AQ means aqueous, water. BaCl2, barium chloride, reacts with sodium sulfate. It is also in the aqueous form. Gives rise to barium sulfate and sodium chloride. They exchange their ions. BaCl2 plus Na2SO4 gives rise to BaSO4 plus 2NaCl, barium sulfate plus sodium chloride. Next we have precipitation reaction. Precipitation reactions occur When cations and anions in aqueous solution combine to form an insoluble ionic solid called a precipitate. Precipitates are always insoluble. That's why they settle down at the bottom of a container, whether it is a conical flask or a test tube. Precipitate settles down. So here the reaction between silver nitrate and sodium chloride, it gives rise to sodium chloride and silver chloride and sodium nitrate. That is, silver nitrate reacts with sodium chloride, gives rise to silver chloride and sodium nitrate. AgCl is silver chloride, NaNO3 is sodium nitrate. Next we have neutralization reaction. It's a type of double replacement reaction. Double replacement. In the reaction, H plus and OH minus combine to form water molecules, HOH or H2O. A salt is the product of an acid-base reaction. Example is, that means acid and base reacts to form salts. HCl plus NaOH. HCl means hydrogen chloride. This is NaOH, sodium hydroxide. These two react to form NaCl plus H2O. NaCl is sodium chloride, common salt plus water. HCl plus NaOH gives rise to NaCl plus H2O. In this reaction, NaCl is the salt, that is the common salt we use. A quick recap, you see, this is a flow chart or a mind map. This is about the chemical reactions we have learnt so far. Please go through this. Next we have another two types of reactions, exothermic reactions and endothermic reactions. Exothermic reaction, it is a chemical reaction that releases energy in the form of light or heat. When this exothermic reaction takes place, light or heat energy is released. It is the opposite of endothermic. Let us learn afterward about endothermic reaction. So this is expressed in a chemical equation. Reactants give rise to products plus energy. When the reactants give rise to products, energy is also released. 4Fe plus 3O2 gives rise to 2Fe2O3. It's a solid. So next example is making of ice cubes. When we make the ice cubes, here also heat is released. Next, endothermic reactions. Endothermic reactions requires or takes in energy in order for it to proceed. That means endothermic. It absorbs the energy in the form of heat. That means this required energy for this reaction can be provided in many forms, isn't it? Mainly it is provided in the form of heat. Example is photosynthesis. Next, melting of ice. Next example is, this is example, NH4Cl plus H2O gives rise to NH4Cl in aqueous form plus heat. That means minus heat. Okay, that means it requires heat. Here heat is only absorbed. Heat is not at all released. So this is exothermic reaction. Next we have oxidation and reduction reactions. Oxidation is addition of oxygen, removal of hydrogen. Any chemical substances following any of these is said to be oxidized. Reduction is removal of oxygen and addition of hydrogen. So oxidation and reduction are just opposite reactions. Any chemical substances following any of these rules is said to be reduced. That means removal of oxygen, addition of hydrogen. This is a reduction reaction. Next we have the effects of oxidation reactions in everyday life. That means what are all formed due to oxidation in the atmosphere. First one is corrosion. Corrosion of metals. Metals corrode, isn't it? So corrosion is nothing but rusting. Rusting is also a corrosion. So here what happens is when the reaction takes place, the metal is eaten away. That means layers of metal is reduced. So it is a natural process which converts a refined metal to a more stable form such as that is oxide, hydroxide or sulfide. See here the example is the iron metal is corroded. That is rusted. That means brown color iron oxide is formed. So this is rusting. So this corrosion engineering is the field dedicated to controlling and stopping corrosions. Corrosion causes damages to car bodies. That means whatever items made by these metals like bridges, iron railings, ships and to all objects made of metals, especially those of iron. So rusting, this corrosion you can see especially in iron. Corrosion of iron is called rusting and it's a serious problem. Every year a large amount of money is spent to replace damaged iron. So to prevent these metals from rusting, what we have to do is we paint all the iron railings, isn't it? We keep in our houses. They are all painted, they are all oiled, galvanized or anodized. Galvanization means here the metal is coated with a thin layer of zinc. That is called galvanization. So galvanization also prevents rusting. Next we see the rancidity. The most important cause of deterioration in fats and fatty food is oxidation. When fats and fatty foods are oxidized, this rancidity takes place. Rancidification means the product of which can be described as rancidity is the process which causes a substance to become rancid. That means having a rank, unpleasant smell or taste. It is nothing but what can you observe? Unpleasant smell or taste. So here example you can see that is on the bread. It is nothing but fungus formation. Have you observed? The formation of fungus. That means this type of foods are said to be spoiled. Understood? We should not consume such foods. So how do we prevent rancidity? That means storages in colored glass containers prevent the oxidation of fats by rays of light. Vacuum packaging retards rancidity by excluding oxygen. Naturally occurring antioxidants like vitamin C, beta carotene and vitamin E, they protect against rancidity. So these are all used for this to prevent the rancidity. Next, I have given you some important equations. Compounds and symbols are given. Please go through them. They are very useful. When you write the chemical equations and all, these help you a lot. Okay, children? So, now I have explained you about all the chemical equations with example. Kindly view this video once again for the better understanding and then go through the textbook lesson. Please read the lesson. That means everything is very clearly mentioned in your textbook. Please go through and the worksheet with some activities which I am sending you along with this video. Please answer it. Thank you, students.